Chapter 8, Microsoft MakeCode Arcade. Chapter Outline. In this chapter, you will learn 1. Programming languages, 2. Algorithms, 3. Flowcharts, 4. Block coding, 5. Microsoft MakeCode Arcade, 6. Variables, 7. Performing operations on variables. Ambi. Hey KB, did you hear about Microsoft MakeCode Arcade? We are learning to code with it. KB. Really? What's coding? Ambi. Coding is like giving instructions to make computers do cool things. With MakeCode Arcade, we can create our own games. KB. No way! How? Ambi. It's fun. We use blocks of code, like building blocks, to tell the computer what to do. It's like creating our own digital adventures. KB. That sounds awesome. Coding is like being a game wizard. Ambi. Exactly. We are turning ideas into games with just a few clicks. Let's make some magic. Programming languages. In the blindfold maze game, the players use a language that they all understand to give instructions to the blindfolded participant to achieve their goal. Similarly, to give instructions to computers to perform a task, programmers use a language called programming language. Programming languages are then converted internally into machine language that can be understood by the computer. All languages have some grammatical rules. Similarly, all programming languages have syntax. Syntax is a set of rules that you need to follow when you write a computer program. There are different types of programming languages. Some common examples are Python, Java, PHP, C++, etc. Coding is an essential part of implementing artificial intelligence (AI). All aspects of AI require coding. Programming languages like Python, Java, C++, and others are considered best for AI development. Algorithms. An algorithm is step-by-step procedure for solving problems. In other words, it is a set of precise steps that specify how to solve a problem. A good algorithm helps you to write efficient and effective pseudocodes or programs. It is always written in simple language and in a precise manner so that anyone can easily understand the steps. Flowcharts. A flowchart is a pictorial or diagrammatic representation of an algorithm. It denotes the step-by-step instructions to be followed for performing a task or solving a problem. It is made up of different standardized shapes, with each shape acting as an instruction, and the arrows represent the direction of flow among the steps. Advantages of flowcharts. The following are the advantages of flowcharts. A flowchart provides a visual documentation of the solution to a problem. It is easy to create and understand even for people who do not know any programming languages. It is useful in explaining the logic used to solve a problem. It helps in debugging, that is, identifying errors and testing process. Flowchart symbols and their functions. The following table shows different standard symbols that are used to create flowcharts. 1. Start or stop box or terminal box. It is used to indicate the beginning and the end of a flowchart. 2. Input or output box, parallelogram shape. It is used to accept input or display output. 3. Process box, a rectangle shape. It is used to show actions or processes. For example, add two numbers. 4. Decision box, a diamond shape. It is used to test conditions and take decisions. A condition can either result in a yes or no, or true or false. 5. Flow lines, arrows. Flow lines are arrows that are used to connect one box of a flowchart to another. The direction of arrows show the direction of flow of information. 6. Connector, circle. A flowchart may be long and span one or more pages. A connector is used to show a jump from one point in the process flow to another. It connects different parts of a flowchart that are split between pages. Creating a flowchart. Consider the following example to understand how to create a flowchart. A flowchart to calculate the sum and product of two numbers. Start. Input A, B. Sum is equal to A plus B. Display sum. Product is equal to A multiplied by B. Display product. Stop. Block coding. Symbols are used in flowcharts while basic English is used in pseudocode to represent instructions. These instructions must be converted into a programming code to make the computer understand what to do. One of the easiest models that can be used for writing programming code is block coding. To solve a jigsaw puzzle, you put pieces of the puzzle together to form a picture. Similarly, to write a program using block coding, you put together pieces of code or blocks. Features of block coding. The following are different useful features of block coding. Block coding is a programming model that allows you to develop codes using instructions that are in the form of visual blocks. Blocks are the small portions of code, while regular programming uses text-based code. Blocks are the small portions of code, while regular programming uses text-based code. Block coding uses a visual representation of text-based code in the form of blocks. Every line of code is built up by joining blocks together. These blocks of code can be dragged and dropped into a working area and put together like the pieces in a jigsaw puzzle to make meaningful programs. It is easy to learn since it neither requires the memorization of programming syntax nor does it require typing. It reduces the time spent on coding. Also, it makes the process of coding interactive and fun. Once you become familiar with block coding, it becomes easier and faster to learn text-based programming later. Some of you may have learned block coding in the earlier classes using Scratch. We will learn how to do block code programming with the help of Microsoft MakeCode Arcade. Variables. Variables are the names given to computer memory locations that are used to store values in a computer program. Each variable is given a unique name to identify it uniquely. For instance, to calculate the profit or loss, you have to accept and store two values, the selling price and the cost price. So you need to create two variables with appropriate names to store these values, such as SP for selling price and CP for cost price. Similarly, to store the difference between SP and CP, you need another variable, that is profit, with the statement profit equals SP minus CP. Data type of a variable. A data type identifies the type of data that a variable can hold. It indirectly helps the computer understand what operations need to be performed on the variables. Hence, the declaration of a variable in a program contains two components, the name of the variable and its type. In some programming languages, the data types do not need to be separately declared. The data type is automatically set based on the value it is allotted. For example, A is equal to 2 will set the data type of A as an integer. The following table shows common data types that are used in a programming language and the values that they can store. Integer. An integer is a numeric variable without a decimal. These are whole numbers and can be positive, negative or 0, such as 0, 5, 65, minus 546 and so on. Float. It represents numbers with fractional part, that is a decimal point, is used to separate the integer and fractional parts such as 1.35, minus 8.6, 3.14 and so on. Character. A character data type is used to store a single alphanumeric character, whereas a character can be any letter, number or symbols such as P, J, hash and so on. String. A string is more useful than the character data type as it holds a list of characters. Therefore, it can represent alphanumeric data and symbols. A string can be null or empty, just one character or many characters such as hello, double quotes and so on. Boolean. A Boolean data type can only represent two values, true or false. Performing operations on variables. An operator is a symbol that is used to perform an operation on one or more variables. There are different types of operators such as arithmetic, relational, logical, and assignment. In this chapter, you will learn the use of arithmetic operators and assignment operators in detail. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform basic mathematical operations on one or more operands or variables to get the desired result. An arithmetic operation combines two or more numeric expressions using arithmetic operators to form a resultant numeric expression. The basic arithmetic operators are usually the same in all programming languages as listed below. Operation, symbol, description. Addition, it adds one operand to another. Subtraction, it subtracts one operand from the other. Multiplication, it multiplies one operand by another. Division, it divides the first operand by the other. Modulus, it divides the first operand by the other and returns the remainder as the output. Assignment operator. Assignment operators are performed using the assignment operator equal to sign. The assignment operator assigns a value to the variable. For example, if you say a is equal to 2, it means that value 2 has been assigned to variable a. You can use the assignment operator in the following manner. Operation, symbol, description. Assignment operator. It assigns the value of the right operand to the left operand. Add an assignment. It adds the right operand with the left operand and assigns the result to the left operand. Subtract an assignment. It subtracts the right operand from the left one and stores the result in the left operand. Multiply an assignment. It multiplies the right operand with the left operand and assigns the result to the left operand. Divide an assignment. It divides the left operand by the right operand and assigns the value to the left operand. Modulus an assignment. It takes the modulus of the two operands and assigns the result to the left operand. Let us understand arithmetic and assignment operator with the help of some programs. Program. Write a block code to calculate the area of rectangle. Solution. To find the area of rectangle, follow these steps. Step 1. Open the site https://arcade.makecode.com in the browser window. Click on the New Project button, enter rectangle area as the name of the project and click on the Create button. Step 2. Now click on the variables. Go to Make a Variable to create a variable. A pop-up window appears. Enter the name for the variable as I and click on the OK button. Step 3. Similarly, create two more variables named B and AR. The variables list appears below the Make a Variable option. Step 4. Now click and drag the Set Variable block in the coding area 3 times. Step 5. Click on the drop-down arrow and choose a variable I in the first set variable block, variable B in the second set variable block, and variable AR in the third set variable block. Step 6. Place all three blocks inside the on-start block as shown below. Step 7. To perform multiplication on variables I and B, you need the multiplication operator. For this, click on the block type Math and drag the multiplication block and drop it in the place of O in the set Sum 2 block as shown in figure 8.15. Step 8. Set the value of variable I as 50 and B as 30. Next, click on the block type variables. Drag the variable I and drop it in place of first O in the multiplication block. Similarly, drag the variable B and drop it in place of second O in the multiplication block. Step 9. Now click on the block type Game and select the splash block. Drag and drop it below the set area to block as shown. Step 10. Click on the block, type Advanced, go to Text. Drag and drop the join block and place it inside the splash block as shown. Step 11. In the join block, type the text, the area of rectangle equals, as shown. Then click on the block type Variables and drag and drop the AR variable in place of the word world. You will see the output on the game simulator screen.